Roman chooses Punk, and Braun's on the warpath. Let's talk Monday Night Raw. Okay, so the fourth Raw of the road to WrestleMania has commenced, and we got a okay episode. It wasn't anything too groundbreaking, but we got some answers from the Royal Rumble. So first off, we had Bron Breakker in the ring, destroying the outside the ring area, the announce table, and Division come down to stop him, and we have Adam Pearce as well come out and have his say. I like this segment. I'm not going to go into the whole show, but this segment was cool. I feel like with the security and Braun losing the head, it was cool to see. He's right to be angry, obviously, because of who attacked him. But with Adam Pearce, he's just always hits everything perfectly. I just think he's great at that general manager role. He has that kind of aspect to him where he would get under your skin if he was your boss, but he also doesn't take any shit, so it's fun. He was fairly... I liked his line when he said that he's going to let Braun keep his job after he had a piss poor performance in the Royal Rumble. He seems almost like he's too chipper. Like it's almost like he knows who did it, and he's kind of going to use it against him later. That's the vibe I'm getting off it. Personally, I think it could be Logan Paul. I feel like they got Logan Paul in the outfit and he did the attack. I hope it's not Logan Paul. I hope they just did that because Seth's actually injured and it's going to be Seth Rollins. And it builds into some sort of feud with him and Braun, because that would be excellent television. But I think Logan did it on the night, I think. The build looked similar, kind of lanky. Yeah, I think it was him. I don't want it to be Logan Paul, because I really couldn't sit through Logan Paul having a singles feud with somebody. I just don't like the guy. I just think he's boring. His character arc that he always puts on is like just the same boring heel. Like, no, I'm not a Logan Paul fan. So hopefully it's Seth. Even if it was Logan on the night, hopefully it turns out to be Seth Rollins in the end. But the big story, Punk and Roman, hell of a promo at the end of the show. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to go to bed. I was tired. And I was like, here we go, Roman's not going to give us anything here, it's going to be boring. And then when Punk came out, they had a great promo back and forth. It felt personal. It was everything I wanted it to be. It needed to be Roman calling for the World Heavyweight Championship match at WrestleMania. Just the only thing that makes sense. There's too much activity happening with the world title over on SmackDown. It had to be Roman and Punk. But we had the Finn Bálor aspect of it as well. So we have Finn Bálor in the video package saying he's not a bad guy, but when pushed, he does bad things. Loved that. And I love the fact that Punk came out and the first thing he did was point to the camera and say, Finn Bálor, I'm a bad guy and I'll do what needs to be done, essentially. And not forgetting about that. Like, it's almost like they're telling us at home, we're not forgetting about Finn. He's not getting pushed to the side, but we have to tie up the loose end of Roman just won the Royal Rumble. I loved this. Like, I hope they don't drop the ball with this. And I could see this being a triple threat at WrestleMania. It kind of has to be now. Like, what are you going to do? Wrap up a whole feud with Balor in the next 4 or 5 weeks and then just have WrestleMania for Roman and Punk? I don't think so. I hope not. I could be wrong, but I really hope not. They had... Punk and Reigns had such a good promo and they had such good chemistry that I think some of the stuff that was said could be used later by the likes of Finn Bálor when he feels overlooked, and we could play him as that he feels overlooked and he's going to interject himself into this, and that he's not going to sit on the sidelines anymore and wait for opportunities, he's going to take them. That's what it feels like they're building towards here. I also liked Roman's line where he said something along the lines of how he's not a young boy. I'd love to see Balor use this later and say something like, oh, I know you're not a young boy, you don't have what it takes to go through the dojo in Japan. You were spoon-fed your success by the WWE. Like, I went through the trenches on the independents and in Japan and I worked my way into this position. Perfect. Let's do that. And I think if Roman's going to be part-time, which it feels like he is going to be, you could have Balor and Punk build this feud together and still have Roman Reigns in it because he won the Royal Rumble, so he has a reason to be there. And it just makes so much more sense and it brings another aspect to it. And then we also have Balor finally in the main event scene again. Looking forward, do I think they're going to do the triple threat and Balor's going to win? Probably not. But like the WWE also love an anniversary and they love the numbers. So could we see this potentially roll into another feud if Roman, say, wins the belt at WrestleMania? Could we see Roman and Balor feud to SummerSlam? And then Finn, I think it's 10 years since he won the Universal title at SummerSlam and had to relinquish it. Then you have a big moment in a big event where he could win the belt back and build on that storyline of coming up short at WrestleMania, being overlooked in the build-up, and then finally winning the belt. I like that idea. It all remains to be seen, but I have to say, Punk and Roman was electric. That promo was excellent. How he's saying Roman hates Punk, and how Punk's saying he brought the Shield in, and that they didn't carry the business. It was excellent. It was just both of them on fire. But I think make it a triple threat, because I don't know how well CM Punk could carry that match at WrestleMania. I spoke to my brother about this. Like, he's getting on. I know obviously Balor's 40 plus as well, but he's in way better shape and better ring shape than Punk. Even though Punk's been putting on great matches, put in Balor and make this a bit more of a dynamic triple threat match at WrestleMania. I would love to see that. And Balor deserves a big main event match and a big match at WrestleMania. He's had nothing really going on at WrestleMania. He had that weird entrance one year that nobody really cared about. So give him a big match that means something at WrestleMania. But I'm actually really excited for the Raws going forward now. Like, it's actually, when the Rumble finished, if you saw the video, I was kind of left with a sour taste in my mouth. But I think the Raw after the Rumble has done a bit more to ignite the ignition on the road to WrestleMania. I feel like it actually has a bit of buzz now. Like, what's going to happen on Raw? Finn Bálor didn't come out. So do we have a situation on Raw now where he attacks Punk next week? If Reigns isn't going to show up, maybe. Do they just have a promo? Does he attack Punk? Does he attack Reigns if Reigns shows up, like, and says how he's not going to be overlooked anymore? Is he going to start doing these bad things week to week now, building up to WrestleMania? Is he going to go back to Adam Pearce and say, look, you told me the Rumble was full, it clearly wasn't, and now you're going to tell me I'm out of the championship match because Roman won, but I didn't get a chance to prove myself? That's excellent. I think we're on for something good here. If they just do it the right way, please make this a triple threat match and pull Finn Bálor into this feud, because I would pay big money to see it. But yeah, that's all I have for this one. It's just a short one. I'm not feeling the best. So yeah, like the video, subscribe. It helps the channel loads. I had a few new subscribers, so hello to all of them. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Is Finn Bálor going to be involved? Are they just going to go with a one-on-one singles match? Is Finn going to get thrown to the side again? And who attacked Bron Breakker? Let's talk about it down in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.